The voice is out.
Yes.
Okay, so again, just to introduce the whole situation and tell about it, we have two very special guests here at Expat Experience, and it's a little bit also special because I'm doing it and not Lynn. The two special guests you may know from the Coca-Cola campaign because they are the ones who have been on the posters. I know it may be a surprise for you that these people actually live in Hungary and this campaign was actually done in Hungary. And I've decided that it would be a great thing to get to know them because there was a huge thing around it, but it was mostly about the symbolic meaning, so I thought that it would be amazing to get to know these two people. And one of them is also an expat, so it would be great to just talk about this.
Here I am.
Herman, please introduce yourself, and then Christy, you too.
Hello everyone, my name is Herman Henao. I am 30 years old. I am originally from Colombia, but I came to Hungary 7 years ago and I basically fell in love with this country. I came here for 1 year and then it's been 7. Suddenly I stayed a bit longer and a bit longer and a bit longer and I'm still here. I work in marketing and I'm also a dancer. Yeah.
Good. Hello, hi guys. I'm Christian Tornyosi. I'm a local guy. I was born in Budapest. Right now I'm a personal trainer. This is my profession for 1 year. Before I was a manager, and I'm really into health and fitness. So I don't know what happened next year, but I'm pretty sure I will be a big name, big together in fitness company.
Oh, so you were together starting a fitness company?
No.
I thought that
it's not like that.
There are some plans to do something. We're still in the making, but yeah, it's not like a company, but yeah.
All right. So I think the most interesting part for you is how you came here in Hungary, because it's also the connection why we know each other. So could you a little bit elaborate on that topic? I
came to be the head of marketing for ISEC in Hungary. ISEC is a global student organization that provides leadership and internship opportunities for young people. And then I worked with them for around 8 years. And then my last year was here in Hungary. You can take it over. My last year was here in Hungary leading the marketing team. And before that, I was in Mexico with them, and I was in Guatemala. And while being in Guatemala, somehow Hungary came in the picture. And then I decided to apply. And then I was like, sure, let's apply. When I got the call, congratulations, we selected you. I was like, damn, I don't know anything about Hungary. But then I came, it was good because I had no expectations. It's okay, I had no expectations. And then basically everything that happened was a win. I fell in love with the country, as I mentioned. And then, yeah, here I am still.
That's good.
Okay.
So
there are some technical issues right now, but
it's okay.
It's all right. I think we're going to
everything happens when you're alive.
Oh yeah, everything. Especially in this show, I think someone tries to sabotage it. I don't know why. All right. So as you can know, this is the connection why we have actually met, and Herman was also. Like a chair in one of our camps, he was also helping us. Yeah. So that's the connection that we have here. And what have you been doing after that?
After ISEC, I've been here for, as I mentioned, for 7 years. So the first year was ISEC. For the second year, I was working for an Italian company which was working in cooperation with the European Commission. They were delivering a youth mobility program which was to help young Europeans to find jobs in a different EU country. So for example, if you as a Hungarian, you wanted to find a job in Germany, you could come to this program. This program was helping you with the selection process and helping you find the right company for you. And then they were sending you and supporting you financially to do it. So it was more like ISEC does the internships. This one was the more professional part for your job. And then I worked with them for a year. And after that, I was working for a Hungarian startup. There was a guy from Chile, actually, setting up his company here, and then he called me to help him with the marketing department. And then in the meantime, after that, I moved to Biotech USA, the fitness supplements company, which is a Hungarian company, and I have been there for the past 4 years. So, yeah, that's pretty much it.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, and on the side, I'm a dancer also, but that's a complete story. That's my hobby, yeah.
And you're dancing like very actively?
Yeah, actually, I'm in one of the competition crews in Hungary, or I was. We haven't competed in a while, but yeah, I did this competition, hip hop dancing, and then to a point that we qualified to be one of the Hungarian teams who were going to the European Championships, but then we didn't go. But yeah, that's a different thing.
Yeah. All right, and you said that you're working as a personal trainer right now?
Yes.
This is correct. And what have you been doing so far? like before that?
Yep.
You said you were a manager. Like what
Yeah,
position?
I was a manager in trade. I was working in trade. Before that, before Life Fun, because right now I'm working in Life Fun, the fitness company. I work for Body Shop, and before that I was working for Retro Jeans company. So, and it took 5 years. I really like this because of the talk with the connect with people. You know, people are really I like speaking, talking with people, solving people's problems. So that's why I'm a trainer as well.
That's why I'm with him.
Because
he solves my problems.
yeah, trouble is here, it's sitting here. But no, I loved it, but I felt I want to do something more. I want to do something special. I want to help more people, and of course it's me as well, because if you're a trainer, you are more you, and you're not working for someone. You are working for yourself. So that's it. That's why I'm a trainer right now.
And how, if it's not a too indiscreet question, how did you two meet?
The real story.
Yeah, of course, the real.
No, the real story is actually
Wow.
we met through Instagram.
Instagram.
Yeah.
This is not that true.
It is true.
Yeah, okay, this is. I was thinking about a really nice story, but this is nice.
Yeah, we met through Instagram. We were following each other for some time, and then actually we were talking on and off. We never managed to meet or anything for like 2 years.
Yeah, but these talks were small talks. Yeah.
Yeah, it was just basic
Nothing
talk.
special, basic ones.
And then this year, I think he uploaded a story, and then I simply replied to it, and then ever since we didn't stop talking, and then we decided to meet. We met, and then the chemistry was great, and then
The beer was great.
The beer was amazing.
The beer was amazing. We drank that night. We met first, so yeah, of course, everything was perfect.
Yes, and then ever since we are just together. Everything worked pretty well. It was just very natural. So yeah.
Yeah, I can see.
Yeah, that's important.
And like, how is it for you? I'm mainly asking you, Chris, right now. Like, how is it to be together with someone who is living in Hungary as an expat?
Well, this is a good question, but you can ask that. How is it being a boyfriend of a Colombian one? So it doesn't
Drama.
matter. Yeah, it's different. Being with an expat or being with a Colombian, of course, it's the same, but it's not the same, of course, because Colombians are drama. But no, this is really good. I mean, I was dreaming about that. If I have someone special, if I have someone for maybe a longer life period, maybe for until I'm on the ground. I don't know.
Oh.
After 50 years, that guy will be somewhere from Spain, from Latin America. I don't know, because I really love their passion. I really love their, I don't know, how they think about life. So this was a really big plan. I was going for it, and I made it. So
Done.
Is
Done,
it like
it's
a
done.
language barrier or something like that?
No, most of the times, no. We haven't had any single problem. Sometimes it's like,
You speak in
A
English
problem.
with each other?
yeah, or sometimes I try my Hungarian, but it's like I learned Hungarian for a year. I was like, okay, if I'm gonna be my first year, I was supposed to be here only for 1 year, so I didn't learn. On my second year, I was supposed to stay here only for 1 extra year, and I didn't learn. I was like, I'm not gonna learn. By my third year, I was like, okay, now if I'm here for 3 years, I should study. So I went to study Hungarian for 1 year, and I did my certificate, so I got the basic. And then sometimes I use that basic to talk to him. And
I
then,
really love it. I really love it.
Yeah, he really likes it.
in Hungarian.
Mit beszélek? Igen, tanultam meg éve. Igen, és most dolgozom a marketinggel, és soha beszélek magyarul. Csak,
This is pretty good. I haven't known that you'd learning Hungarian.
csak egy kicsit, nem sokat, de csak egy.
But when he changed to Hungarian, it sounds like he's a 12 years old boy.
Oh God.
Yes, that's true.
That's
And
It's really sweet.
It's really surprising for me too. Like, I haven't expected like Hungarian from your mouth.
No, really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's-
it's Hungarian. For the basic stuff, like going to the supermarket, like ordering in a restaurant, or saying stupid things to him, I can do it.
But how do they take it? Like, what's the reaction? The first reaction when you're like speaking like this in Hungarian?
Most of the time, the first reaction is that I speak in Hungarian, and they reply to me in English. So they're like, "Don't try." That's the first thing. Like most of the times, this happens. But then usually Hungarians are very appreciative that the fact that you try to learn the language, especially the fact that it's so hard, and then exactly you get this reaction that is like, oh, you can actually try. So it helps with the mingling in Hungary actually. Even if you don't speak perfect Hungarian, at least people appreciate that you tried. So that makes it easier for the personal relationships. Yeah.
Wow, it's amazing.
And so that's when we speak.
So you can say goodbye in Hungarian.
Igen. Sziasztok, viszlát, szép estét, csokolom. Yeah, that's something I learned here, that you should you show respect to elder people when you're saying chocolom. I was like, oh, okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm sorry, I'm just really shocked at this. I wasn't expecting you to speak like almost like fluent sentences and stuff like this. I'm
try.
expecting that people who are like learning Hungarian would be like first is they can say the very basic things and they just learn a few sentences, but someone who's actually learning it and then building up together sentences is a real surprise.
I try. It's complicated. I understand a lot. My main issue is trying to actually speak it to a point that I can think fast enough to which suffix is coming. If it's plural, then all of the other suffixes change, and if it's specific, like kerem and kerek, like how everything changes depending. So yeah, that's the difficult part for me. Like I'm not so confident speaking, but I understand a lot.
All right.
Yeah, but you promised that you are starting to study again, right?
Yes, actually now.
Only if I start
Spanish. Yeah, he wants to start Spanish, and I'm gonna go back to Hungarian, mostly to be able to talk to his family.
All right.
So it's like, yeah.
And how is it from your point of view? So like I asked Chris already, how is it to be an expat, but to be together with an expat? But how is it from the expat point of view being together with a Hungarian person?
Well, I've been with Hungarian people, like 3 people, and language was never a problem. People could speak like proper English, or me with my very broken Hungarian, I could try it. I have to admit that I was single for 4 years before I met Chris, and let's say the mindset sometimes, as he mentioned, like we as Latin people, we think completely differently. We are much more optimistic and much more open to different kind of things, and that was something that kind of clashed for some time dating Hungarians. Like for personal relationships, it's not a problem, and when you're trying to build something together, of course, it's different. If sometimes the mentality can be a bit, let's say, blocking the relationship. So of course, when it comes to actually the Coca-Cola campaign, when it comes to gay life, it's something completely different, because people are still like, oh, don't hold my hand on the street, or don't give me a kiss, and these kind of things, and that's something I'm completely against. So for me, it was very nice when I met him that he was like, yeah, sure, we're gonna walk hand in hand on the street. So it's like, it was very nice to meet someone who isn't afraid. Yeah. Because I'm the kind of person who thinks like, well, if you don't like what you see, look the other way. Yeah. You don't have to agree with it, but you can respect it. And that's all. Yeah. So
we promised not to talk about the Coca-Cola reactions, but we can talk about the everyday reactions that you get, because I'm really curious, and I'm asshole enough to ask it. Like, what reactions do you get if you're holding hands in the street, or kissing on the street, or anything like this?
Well, kissing, we are not eating each other, of course, in the streets, but
nobody should do it.
Just a greeting kiss or a goodbye kiss, of course, it's normal. And if I wouldn't get it, of course, I would be really grumpy. So, like before a cafe, but reactions.
Nothing.
Well, not even looking out for it.
Well, for example, if we are in a really close place and we are in a really small place, like a tram, I don't know, of course, I never used to look around, but of course, from my side, of course, I can hear some reactions, but I don't really care. But it's like something like that. So nothing. Or maybe more positive one, but because if we are walking on the streets, hand in hand, we only get positive vibes.
Yeah, like
really?
People are like, oh, cute. Yeah,
and that's like that. Yeah, because we look really normal. We look really common. Like a boy next door, so.
And I have to say that compared to kind of mentioned the Coca-Cola campaign, that on the news, it was very much about the negative reaction. It was just, unfortunately, the louder people were the ones who were negative. But for anything, for a relationship, for me being gay, I've never faced any single discrimination case in Hungary. For me being gay, not at work. I've been very open in all of my jobs. Nobody has ever had any problem. People are actually interested to learn more about it because they are not exposed to such to a real live gay person most of the times. So people actually just come to me, they start to ask about how is it for you to date and how do you deal with this and how is it with your parents, and they really want to get to know more. So far it has been very open, and I've been receiving more positive reactions, or just people who are not necessarily positive, but they just don't care. It's like, yeah, you're gay just like you're Colombian. It doesn't really matter. So actually that's the contrast with the campaign, because I've never had a single issue. I've never had discrimination. We hold hands on the street. We always say goodbye and hi with a kiss. And it has never been a case. So I know, unfortunately, Hungary was put in the news as the homophobe country. But no, Hungarians have always been very caring, very accepting, very tolerant, and in 7 years, I've never faced a single issue of discrimination in the country.
It's amazing to hear.
Yeah.
I'm kind of happy with that.
It's pretty good.
Okay, well, I think that was all that we had time for. I'm really thanking you a lot for coming in here.
Thank you.
And it was amazing. It was really good to get to know you a little bit better. And I hope that it was also very interesting for viewers to get to know them a little bit better. Because I'm sure that if I haven't known them before, it would have been a great opportunity to actually peek a little bit behind what could have happened and what kind of life they can have. So thank you for being here. And that's it from us today. Bye.
Bye, everyone. Thank you.
Bye-bye.